What's good, everybody? This your main man, Casey for L, King Self for Life Wrestling Takes. Normally, how I do it, I do night one, and then I do night two, and I do stand and deliver, sprinkle in. You get ready to get all three, my reactions, how I felt about everything. What is the state of WWE moving forward after what we got last night? We're going over it all. We're going to start with NXT Stand and Deliver. Like I said, I do not be able to keep up with NXT, but I can honestly say when it comes to top to bottom, Stand and Deliver was by far the best pay-per-view all weekend long. There is no question. I'm serious. I don't even watch NXT like that. But from what I caught, the matches that I seen from top to bottom, I thought Shawn Michaels and crew did a very good job. We're going to talk about the main event. Three brothers in the main event doing what they had to do. Was it the right outcome? We'll talk about it when we get there. But let's go ahead and break down this show. First match, Ricky Stanz versus Saints versus All Ego Page. He defeats him. He retains his North American Championship. I'm going to be honest with you. You got two wrestlers who are decent together, but the matchup, to each his own. It was decent. Ricky retains. Great. This matchup was a match-making moment for Hank and Tank. When I was watching NXT, I've seen these cats before. I just didn't really know who they were. It was time. Axum and Nathan Frazier they held on to them titles for a long time. It was time. And these two big dudes got the opportunity to get their moment. They are your new NXT Tag Team Champions. I thought it was a great moment for them. I thought the match was a very good tag team match. Axum and Nathan, what else can you... Listen, you're going to get greatness from them. You're going to get great, and then they got in there, and they made these two big dudes look great. It is what it is. Hank and Tank are your new NXT Tag Team Champs. I thought it was a very good matchup. Next, I don't know how many girls is in this match. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 women. North American NXT Women's Ladder Match. This was a matchup where you had different girls trying their best to do what they do. Now, because I don't know who's what, I don't know who's the heel or face. I didn't know that my girl Jordan is a heel now. I didn't know anything. I'm thinking the Zarya chick. I'm thinking she's the heel, and so I don't know. I didn't know because, like I said, I don't be able to watch it. But from what I've seen, I thought all 6 girls did a great job. Lola, Thea, Izzy, all of them. I thought everybody did a great job. But my girl Miss SoCal Ruka got her moment. Congrats to her. She is your new NXT Women's North American Champion. Congrats. This matchup right here, from the little bit of the build-up I was able to see, I did not know that Stax was bull-jiving. I didn't know. I didn't know Stax was on bull-jive mode. I know that, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't know, but apparently, according to the storyline, shout out to my main mate, Ariel, he told me that it was multiple times, weeks in, week out, even in this matchup, Stax had every opportunity to turn on his brother. And he waited to the proper time to destroy him, to low blow him, which will allow Dark State, whatever they call themselves, to get the job done. And they went over. And I was like, what? Listen, I was feeling some kind of way about it. I'm like, you gonna turn on your main mans? I'm like, that's some straight mafia type of stuff, because that's usually how it be. Snitches in the family and everything. When they say snitches get stitches, it's a joke. Mafia type of stuff. It's straight mafia. I gotta give it to him. And he turned on him, low blowed him. Dark State gets the job done. I feel some kind of way about it, because I'm a huge Tony D guy. I like Tony D. I'm a huge Tony D guy. And Stax did that bull jive. I don't know. I have no clue what's to come, but hey, good job. This matchup right here, Fatal 4-Way for the women's. Stephanie Valkyrie, Miss Parker, Julia, and Miss Jordan Grace. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, when you give the girls the opportunities to do what they need to do, the standouts of this match, Miss Parker look amazing. People be hating on Miss Parker. They hate on this woman. Miss Parker showed up. Julia, I'm not the biggest Julia fan. She showed up. Miss Grace, you know what you're going to get from Miss Grace. You already know. You know what you're going to get. Stephanie Valkyrie, listen, that's my dude's woman. He love this girl. He love this girl to death. He love this girl. Look, Miss Stephanie Valkyrie, all of these 3 women were making her look like she was a rookie. they made Miss Stephanie Valkyrie look like she didn't even belong in that match. And that's saying something. When she's more than likely the best wrestler out of all of them. They were beating the snot out of this woman. Miss Stephanie had to work for that chance to retain her title. She had to work. She had to work overtime. This girl had to work overtime, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to tell you. But she got the job done. She is still your NXT Women's Champion, and we move forward. The triple threat, the three brothers, Cass was running around here calling them the three evolutions of Charizard, with Oba Femi being Charizard, Trick Williams being Chameleon, and Javon Evans being Charmander. Now, something told me when the Go Home show ended with my man's Evans holding up the championship, I said Evans ain't winning. And I didn't give y'all a prediction, but I would have said because he was holding up that thing, Oba Femi was going to retain. I was going to actually tell you that, you guys, that in my prediction video, but this was a listen, the three brothers killed it. Trick. Listen, I know that's Booker T's, that's his guy. I understand that. Trick. Outstanding. Now, the only downside about this entire pay-per-view was Booker T cooning the entire time. That's the only downside I would give the pay-per-view. But Trick killed it. My man, Javon Evans. Come on. Young man is up and coming. We all thought maybe this is his moment. Shawn Michaels said, no, I can't do it right now. He didn't. And Mr. Oba Femi, Mr. I buck my eyes non-FBA all day. That's bucking his eyes. Somehow got the job done. Listen, all kind of mess was happening throughout this entire triple threat. I was like, look, they killed it. Matter of fact, I can straight tell you, the three triple threats that carried WrestleMania weekend, this one, the main event on night 1, and the opener on night 2. These three matches alone carried this weekend. You can forget about every other match you've seen this entire weekend. This match, if you want to go out your way and watch three matches, I tell you to watch this match. I tell you to go watch the main event of night 1 with Punk, Rollins, and Reigns, and then the opener, Bianca, Rhea, Io. Those are the three matches you must go out your way to watch. If you don't give a dang about nothing else that happened, those three matches, you better go watch. I can't say anything else. I really can't. They killed it. All three of them. I knew the brothers was going to do. They went beyond expectations. They killed it. They killed it. Oba Femi got the job done. I wanted Javon Evans to get the job done. Yes, I did. Do I think it was the right outcome? I don't believe so. But this is what Shawn Michaels wants to do. Okay, whatever. But I thought all three of these dudes did a great job. They killed it. Like I said, NXT carried WrestleMania weekend. Literally. NXT Stand and Deliver carried WrestleMania weekend. Alright, let's go and just get ready to talk about it. Night 1. Now, normally, for the last 2 years, I've said night 1 carried WrestleMania weekend. I've said it. This might be the first time where I literally say that night 2 was actually better than night 1. Let's go ahead and talk about it. We got the Yeet making moment. Jay beat Gunther with his own move. He choked him out. We are now in the Yeet era. Jey Uso is your new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. I know a lot of people ain't on the bandwagon, but I'm like, it is what it is. Your Yeet man got the championship. We got to deal with it. It is what it is. This match right here. A lot of people really didn't want this crap to be on the show. I straight told y'all the reason why I was on the show is because Triple H has been bombarded by us on his helmet, basically saying that he don't give a dang about putting us on the show. Well, without any type of effort and put any emotion into this, he said, you know what, I'm going to throw New Day on the show. And you know what? I'm going to give New Day to win. New Day actually beat the War Raiders, Aardvark and Eric. Kofi and Woods got the job done in a not really that good match, but it is what it is. New Day got the job done. Woods no longer has the L at WrestleMania. He finally got a dub. Kofi got his second dub. It is what it is. We move on. This match right here, this is what I was looking forward to the most. I'm going to be honest with you. Naomi carried this match. Like I said, she was going to carry it. Jay looked good, but it was a couple of too many botches for me. Jay still got to go back and figure out what she needs to figure out. But Jay got the victory, like I said in my predictions. She won. So we move on. This matchup. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Jacob Fatu got his moment. I'm cool with that. I don't have a problem with it because LA Knight didn't need it. He did not need this U.S. championship. But for me, the match-wise, I thought it was a okay match. I didn't really feel it. Like, I don't know what it is, man. It's like LA Knight got to be in there with somebody that, like, they chemistry got to line up for me. I don't know what it is, man. Like, LA Knight for me, I'm sorry, y'all. Give me a sec. LA Knight for me, I don't know. And I know fools want to move him up to the main event scene, but I just feel like everything that he had has just been drawn out, and I don't know. I generally don't know about LA Knight right now. I'm in the middle on him of getting this push. He probably going to get the push now, but Jacob Fatu is definitely getting that push right now. Like, what they saw in Soto is what they get from Jacob Fatu. What cats wanted in Solo Sikoa is what you get with Mr. Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu, listen, let's see how this thing goes. Let's see how this run goes, Triple H. It's on you to get us to give a dang about Jacob Fatu's title run. It's on you. This put together matchup. Okay, so let's talk about it. WWE has acquired Triple H. What do I feel about it? Triple H, dang near, let's call it for what it is. Ain't dang near, he did it. Had a white dude cosplaying as a Hispanic. You acquired the biggest Hispanic wrestling organization out there just for a white dude to cosplay as a Hispanic to beat one of your biggest new compadres, newest entries, Mr. Ray Phoenix. I'm like, make it, man. And then man had the mantra or whatever that was, his intro. It was just stupid. I was like, I'm like, Chad finally got a win, but why the clown did he have to cosplay as a Hispanic person to do it? It just doesn't make any type of sense. It doesn't. The WWE always let you know how they really move. It's stupid. It's really stupid. I'm like, it is what it is. Chad got the dub. He needed a win for a long time, but doing it like this is just, to me, it's just pathetic. I'm sorry. And then the worst match of the whole night. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to say it. I'm going to say it because especially when I get ready to talk about night 2. I'm about to say it right now. There is only one horsewoman that I can look at right now and say, you know what? She might be the only one that ain't full of crap. She might be the only one, and that's Bayley. We're going to talk about it when I get to night 2. As much as I love Mercedes is full of crap. Charlotte showcased, right, even though she put Tiffany over, Charlotte showcases that she's full of crap too. And when I get ready to go in on Miss Redhead over there, it's official. I'm saying 3 of the 4 horsewomen are full of crap. And listen, I'm cool with all of them. I really am. I'm cool with all 4 of them. But they all full of crap. Bayley is the only one that's not full of crap. And we're going to talk about that when I get there. This matchup was terrible. Listen, you would think with the heat that the two of them have for one another, you would think they would go out there and give us a classic. Tiffany is good at. Listen, Tiffany is a great wrestler. I may have personal beef with her because of how she really feel about foundational Black Americans, but the girl can wrestle. I never said the woman can't wrestle. Charlotte, when she wants to show up, she can. You would think they would put their differences aside, put their beef aside, go out here and give us a classic. These girls botched the entire match. You talking about going into business for yourself? They both botched. They didn't have no iota of trying to give us a classic. They didn't care. The only good thing I will say, Charlotte did right. She put Tiffany over. For the fans who are hardcore Tiffany heads, I hope you're happy that Charlotte put her over. That's the one good takeaway I could take away from it. As much as I did want Tiffany to win. Oh, trust me. Oh, if Charlotte would have won, I would have been laughing. But I'm not laughing right now because the matchup was garbage. It was hot garbage. It was terrible. It was pathetic. I'm watching this. I said, y'all not even gonna even try. I mean, they even botched when they was putting the figure 4 leg on one another. It just botching, jump. I mean, it was a botch fest. I said, what are these women doing? And then Tiffany Now, I thought one of her teeth got knocked out. Apparently, it was makeup. I don't know if it was Charlotte's makeup or her something, but she had got some brown stuff on her teeth, and a lot of people had thought her tooth got knocked out. She said, "No, I'm good." But yeah, Charlotte and Tiffany did not have one iota of care about that matchup, and that's let you know they got some serious heat. I wish they would have put the heat beside and did business like we get ready to talk about with this match. Now, y'all know I didn't give an iota crap about this triple threat. It's funny. I didn't give a care about the close to night 1, and I didn't give a care about the open to night 2. But those 2 triple threats killed it. They killed, ladies and gentlemen, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Paul Heyman, Roman Reigns. If you understand what storytelling in the match is all about, go and watch both of those matches. Watch them both, because you're going to get it. The build up to this match, I didn't give a rat's behind, because Triple H and them didn't give a care about giving us a care to get us here. Didn't care. It was stupid. It was about Paul Heyman services on a pole match. And I told y'all what was to come. People was acting shocked about what happened at the end. Paul Heyman is a snake. Do y'all understand that? Paul Heyman is a freaking snake. The fool is a snake through and through. You can't trust this clown. When Paul turned on CM Punk in the match, Roman sitting over there showing his white chops, laughing it up. I was like, fool, what you laughing at? You know what's to come. Now, before I go deep into this, I got to go in on Mr. Atheist himself, Mr. Seth Rollins, thinking he's slick with that doggone entrance he had. Coming out here dressed up looking like the dang Grim Reaper with a dumb man flamethrower for the lights to go out, then him turning into an angelic angel of light, thinking he was Jesus. I said, man, if this fool don't... I said, ladies and gentlemen, these fools tell on themselves every day. They tell on themselves every day. I tell y'all all the time, pro wrestling is controlled by the devil. I don't know when people go wake the heck up. As much as we love this sport, it's controlled by Satan. I don't care how you look at it. The only kind of them ain't get AEW off the ground without selling out, and we already know how Triple H and them get down. Don't even tell me, you can't tell me this. They be doing the satanic stuff every chance they get, and they don't give a damn. And it goes over everybody's head. It goes over everybody's head every freaking day. And people eat it up like it's great. No. Somebody got to call it out. I'm calling it out. You going to do this foolishness right before Resurrection Sunday. It ain't slick. Seth ain't slick. You ain't slick, fool. You are not slick with this silly man outfits you be coming out dressed in. But, like I said, Paul Heyman turned on CM Punk. Roman sitting up there laughing it up. What was you laughing at, fool? Ain't nothing funny. And next thing you know, Paul Heyman turned on him. He had the chair ready to hit Seth's back, because you remember exactly what happened when Seth turned on Roman all those years ago. And Paul Heyman, low blow, curve stomp, 1, 2, 3. Fans are going nuts. Fans are tripping. They talk about Paul Heyman's a snake. He's disgusting. This is, ladies and gentlemen, it's called wrestling. I'm like, this is it. It's wrestling 101. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. I knew it was to come. I told you, as much as me not even being caring about what was to come or caring about this whole storyline, I knew what was coming. I said it. Seth is getting the dub. Paul Heyman is turning on both CM Punk and Roman. Boom. It ain't even that difficult. It's not that difficult to tell. It ain't. It's not that difficult to tell. It ain't. The main event of night 1 saved night 1. I walked away from night 1 for an honest 2 out of 5. Real talk. Real talk. I was like, man, if cats actually wanted to give a dang, but you know how you know how it is, man. Like I said, like how many times I be telling y'all all the time, Tony Khan and Triple H are one and the same. There's no difference. There's no difference whatsoever. They both on bull jive. If they want to give you something good, they'll give you something good. If they want to bull jive, they're gonna bull jive their way no matter what. You can praise both of them, you can do whatever, but you have to get on their helmets when they bull jive. And this was complete bull jive until we got to the end. Now we move on to night 2. Night 2 came in hot. Y'all know, like I said, the build up to this was hot garbage. It was pathetic. I wanted my girl right here to go in as a contender so that she can get her moment. But man, let me tell y'all something. Bianca, Rhea, and Io. Listen, when the women are given a opportunity, like I say, I wish Charlotte and Tiffany would have actually put their differences aside and showed up and showed out, and they chose not to. Io, Bianca, and Rhea, even with the bad booking they got, they went out, and I said it. I said, watch. I said the match is probably gonna be off the chain. I said it. The match was better than off the chain. This was probably one of the best women's triple threats I've seen in a very long time. And AEW give you great women's matches every chance they get. This was great. This was great. I loved everything about it. They kept you on the edge of the seat. Bianca, Rhea clowning, Io coming in, Bianca, Io doing things. Rhea, I mean, it was like boom, boom. Everybody doing what they do. Listen, they killed it, y'all. They killed it. They killed it. I can't tell. Listen, I'm proud of all three women, and I hate that the fans was booing Bianca. You don't have nothing to boo Bianca for right now. Wait until she officially turns, then you can boo. Rhea, Bianca, Io went in there, did their thing, and then my girl, Miss Io Sky, got the dub and walked out retaining her WWE Women's World Heavyweight Championship. And they showed her family, and I said, it don't make a lick of sense. They said, it's been 27 plus years since somebody of Asian descent went over at freaking WrestleMania. That don't make a lick of sense. That don't make no sense whatsoever. I said, that is terrible. That's terrible. Listen, you know I get on Triple H about us all the dang time. But listen, for people who be sitting up and saying me that I be only be wanting to see us win. No, I want to see everybody. Look, I want to see them succeed. And seeing Io get the dub was great. I just wish she went in as a challenger. That's my only gripe about it. But outside of that, the match was fantastic. I wouldn't have done nothing different. Everything was great. Everything. Bianca coming out there rocking that rose, and her stepdaughter was up there in her entrance. Rhea was dressed like some Japanese anime character, because I didn't know who she was dressed like. But yeah, all three. This was by far. Listen, the NXT women, Io, Bianca, Rhea, killed it. Killed it this weekend. You can't be mad at nothing they did. I don't give a dang what promotion, what fan base. I don't give a thing. That stuff like that is why I root for them. This is why I root for them to succeed. They killed it. I just wish the storyline made more sense coming here. I would have been more invested in what they was doing. But they went out there, they killed it. This street fight right here, I'm going to be 100% with you. It was just another generic street fight. I know fans like people going through 50,000 tables and all of this. I'm like, you seen one street fight, you seen another. I would have preferred them go backstage. I'm like, if you really, I want that. If you got to beat the brakes off your opponent matches, falls count anywhere type of stuff, go everywhere. I want you to get grimy. Don't just be sticking in the ring and doing the same crap that I've seen over and over and over again. It's like, dog. That's why I'm like, okay, Drew got the dub, great. Oh, and let's talk about it. Yeah, Damian Priest had the guy who does his theme song. Apparently, that dude, he just straight up left the Church of Satan rocking that doggone Baphomet shirt. I said, okay, great. Drew had some kind of statue of some, whatever that was. But like I said, Drew was getting the dub, and he got the dub. Even his own brother got involved. He took a selfie or something like that in the middle of the match and all this crap. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Next. Fatal 4-way for the for the Intercontinental Championship. Dom, Braun Breaker, Finn Balor, Penta. Everybody said it. I said it. My homeboy said it. We all said Dom Mysterio was walking out. The problem that happened here is Dom got a baby face reaction. And now moving forward, I don't know what the clown we finna do with Judgment Joke, because he's the only one that succeeded last night. The only one. I don't know where it's going. I don't know. I don't know if Dom getting ready to get kicked out. I don't know. I don't have this. I don't know. I generally don't know, because of the finish that we got. Dom going over, which was the right decision. It was the right call. Right call. The fans cheering him on. He got his moment. Matter of fact, Ray actually came out with no mask on, was sitting up in the stands watching it. I legit don't know. But was the match good? Yes, it was a very good fatal 4-way. Very good. Braun doing stuff, Finn doing stuff. You know what you're going to get with Penta in the match. And listen, I'm going to be honest with you. A couple years ago, I was one of them ones that said Mysterio ain't good in the ring. The man has had year after year after year of training, and it's actually rubbing off. And I can't hate. As much as I can't stand Judgment Joke, Dom Mysterio looked great last night. And him getting the dub was great. It was fantastic. I can't be mad. It was a moment. He got his moment. I was like, Dom finally got a dub at WrestleMania. About dang time. The question we gonna do now, he's the only one that actually succeeded in Judgment Joke. The only one. What the clown are they gonna do about that? What I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I'm legit asking a question. Somebody help me out here, because I don't know. I legit don't know. I don't know. Or random match. Hey, I ain't got an opponent. Anybody want to come on out here and wrestle me? Now, I seen the tweet from Top Dollar talk about, oh, they better not say his name and he appears. I say, wait a minute. You telling me you finna bring in the TNA World Heavyweight Champion to basically look like a straight up joke? Now, I get the other side. They say a lot of people don't watch TNA, and this is a way to get eyeballs on TNA. But again, yes, you're getting eyeballs on TNA, which is great. That's a wise decision. But the champion literally just got buried in the biggest show of all time. Now, like I said, it's a plus and a minus. Yes, it brings more eyes to TNA, which is great. I'm cool with that. I get that side of the argument. But you just buried the TNA World Heavyweight Champion in front of everybody. When they was actually saying, they pitched the idea about having Jeff Hardy come back. And you know that crowd would have went crazy. You know if Jeff Hardy was the one, oh my goodness. They look, I would have marked out. I said, oh snap, Jeff Hardy back in the WWE ring? Oh snap. But it is what it is. He got the meme or did the RKO about 2 couple times. Did it, picked him up, shook his hand, and RKO'd him again. Boom, we move on. Now this match, I honestly didn't give a rat's behind about it. I didn't give a care about the build up. But I said, you know what? I'm going to give a chance because I know Paul is good. I know AJ Styles is good. Do they ball out? Do they ball out? That's the question. Ladies and gentlemen, this was a very boring match. Until we got to the shenanigans that happened. One of his guys gave him brass knuckle, and then Clock Boy, Karrion Kross, came out of nowhere, said, use this to lay him out. And then he hits him. And then Logan gets back in the ring, and then he tries to do a clash style, but then AJ Styles does it on him. It doesn't pin him, and then Logan Paul just lays him out. Match over, 1, 2, 3. Logan Paul actually got 2 back-to-back dubs. I can't believe it, because I said Logan Paul usually switches. I say he'll win one, then he lose one. He actually got 2 wins back-to-back. Now, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing moving forward with this. I don't know. I'm assuming this is AJ Styles and Clock Boy. This is going to feud now. Matter of fact, Clock Boy cut some kind of promo. A lot of people was going crazy about it. I told you I'm not the biggest Clock Boy fan. Best thing about Clock Boy is him and Scarlett. That's the best thing. Him and his wife, they make a fantastic couple. But I am not the biggest Karrion Kross fan. I really ain't. But he cut some kind of crazy man promo, and everybody marking out. I'm like, it is what it is. But maybe this is AJ Styles' way out, because apparently AJ Styles' contract is coming up to a close. So maybe AJ Styles just does business. Maybe he says that if he does not beat Clock Boy, maybe he retires. Great. And then let's get to the politic part of the show. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Bayley, quote unquote, got injured, and they did an angle where she got written off TV. Now, you spent all this time telling us it's going to be Lyra and Bayley taking on Liv Morgan and Raquel for the doggone phony tag team championships, women's tag. And then she gets written off television, and I said, well, you telling me Becky didn't politic her way into this so she could be with her student and all this crap, and then they, guess what? And matter of fact, as much as I told y'all, I don't care about Judgment Joke, but Liv Morgan has been doing such a great job. I kind of feel bad for them. I feel bad for her and Raquel for this. I feel bad for Bayley, Liv Morgan, Raquel, because Becky wanted to come in here, politic her way, and Like, you did all this hyping up. You did all the, and the word on the street, which really you kind of seen it. We thought it was going to be a feud between Bayley and Roxanne. No. Triple H just completely just threw that out. I'm like, I feel so. The other day, Mercedes actually put a tweet out with the phone call and her name. I'm just gonna take a wild guess that whenever Bayley's contract is up, she's gonna probably end up in AEW. Great, but this was terrible, and the match was garbage as heck. It wasn't even worth it. It wasn't. I'm like, we ain't seen Becky in almost a year and a half, and she politics her way. And then you know what this does? This really makes Lyra look bad too, because Lyra is in the middle of this, and she's only going along because this is the stupid man booking that Triple H and them is doing. I don't know. I legit don't know. I'm like, garbage, just straight garbage. Then we get to the main event. Now, let's go ahead. Let's go in. Let's just talk, because everybody just said their piece. I see fools going in on The Rock. Fools going in on everybody. They going in on all that stuff. They going in on the match. First of all, y'all must have forgot. Now, was the match bad? Oh, heck yeah. The match was terrible. But did John Cena say at WrestleMania, I'm going to ruin wrestling? He said that, right? Came out, interest was nothing. And then the match was nothing. He straight said, I don't have to wrestle you, Cody, to beat you. Now, let's talk about it. Travis Scott came. A lot of people was thinking, where the clown is The Rock at? Don't know. Maybe making a movie. I don't know. I legit don't know. I kind of wish he was there myself. But here's the deal. People want to blame The Rock for all this buffoonery. No, I ain't putting this on The Rock. You want to know why I ain't put this on The Rock? Because guess whose name pops up every time when it says created by? Whose name? It does not say Dwayne Johnson. It says Paul LeCivic. It don't say nothing about no dang. Listen, for you clowns out here that constantly want to give Triple H a pass all the time, if Triple H is the man, he would have told The Rock, you get your behind here. Don't forget about the stupid man movies you're making. Be here for this matchup. Quit with this. I'm going to pull up here and then disappear. If Triple H has the cojones, as they say, he's the guy. Tell The Rock, get your behind here so you can be here for this matchup. But nope, he wasn't here. So guess who gets the blame? That's right, Paul LeCivic. But guess what? With everybody being mad about the finish, with Travis Scott coming out there, Cody said he was going to get his get back. Cody got his get back all right. He did the crossroads on him, laid him out. And then Travis Scott, referee finna get the pinfall. Referee got laid out, I don't know how many times. Travis Scott pulls him out. Cody finna try to pin him. Pulls the ref. And then, you already know, low blow. John Cena does the move. Match over. 1, 2, 3. John becomes 17-time champion. And everybody is mad. Everybody is upset. Right outcome. The match, John said it. He straight said, you're going to get nothing. He wasn't lying. He wasn't lying, man. He straight said, you're going to get nothing. I'm going to ruin wrestling. And ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly what he did. So maybe this was a part of it. Maybe Rock not being there was all part of the plan. Since everybody want to keep on blaming The Rock, instead of going in on the clown that booked this doggone show. Like I said, we want to get all. Listen, we can't do it. We can't do it. Like I said, whose name comes up? I never see Dwayne Johnson's name. See, if Dwayne Johnson's name came up, then I'll say, okay, you got every right to go in on The Rock. Go in on him. But Paul LeCivic name, every time the show go off, whose name pops up? Matter of fact, this man was all over the place, going in the Hall of Fame. Everybody, mama was asleep at the show. This man couldn't. He was everywhere, crying about people online going in on him and everything. I'm like, man, you booking bulljive. You bulljiving just like your man Tony Khan over there. Bulljiving. We destroyed Tony Khan for bulljiving. What make you think we're gonna give your behind the pass when you slacking at the doggone writer's table? It ain't going. You know I ain't going. You know I ain't going. So night 2 was definitely better than night 1. I give 4 out of 5 for night 2. The ending, I could have booked it better. Yes, I wish The Rock was there. So if people want to go in on Dwayne about that, fine. You can go in on him. But when John straight said, I'm going to ruin wrestling for you. I'm going to do nothing to win this championship. And guess what? He did nothing. Travis Scott came out there. People are mad at him. You know why they mad at Travis Scott, just like they mad at Bianca. You know why. I don't even have to tell you why. You know why everybody mad at that. Just mad just because they're there. Mad because Travis Scott is there. Mad. Just mad to be mad. I'm like this. I'm tuning in to Raw. I'm tuning in to SmackDown. Because John was on the Pat McAfee show. He straight said, you want me to spoil everything? No, you better tune in. Guess what? Who's tuning in? This dude over here. Regardless of how you feel about the match, I said the match was hot garbage. The match was terrible. But the right outcome happened. John straight said, you get nothing. Interest was nothing. And the match was absolutely nothing. And Fool's one of the biggest Cody crybabies. That fool, David LaGretta, old silly self, over here crying and crap. Cry some more. Your man Cody Rhodes is going to be fine. Cry some more. Cody did the job. He was supposed to lose. Matchup was hot garbage. And guess what? Cody was getting booed. He was getting booed, ladies and gentlemen. I told y'all, the story arc for this man is to potentially go heel. He can't go heel right now. He can't. He cannot. The time, I don't know when. But when he does, Cody might be a made man. If Triple H and them could actually tell the right story with him turning, they might have a gem on their hands. Because I tell y'all all the time, Cody is a better heel. And every time, why has he always got Brandi and Liberty ringside when always some bogus stuff finna happen to him? This fool does this every time. He has Liberty and Brandi sitting ringside all the dang time when some buffoonery is going to happen to him. He keeps bringing his daughter out there so she can watch him look like a straight clown. And that's exactly what he did. When they showed him kissing Liberty, Brandi, I said, y'all know what's finna happen. Y'all know some buffoonery finna happen. You know it's finna happen. And ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly what we got. Nothing but buffoonery. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Buffoonery all the way through. So, there we are. Honest review. I went over everything. I told you about NXT Stand and Deliver. I told you about night 1. I told you about night 2. That's that. Y'all already know what to do. Go in on the comment section. You tell me what you feel. Maybe some of y'all thought night 1 was off the chain and you thought night 2 was trash or whatever. Hit the comment section up. Maybe you think I'm tripping. I don't know. Maybe you agree with me. Hit the comment section up. You tell me how you feel. We keep this thing moving. Monday Night Raw is tonight. The Raw at the Mania. Triple H said the show about to be off the chain. Alright, I'm going to hold him accountable. He said it. He said it at the doggone press conference. I'm going to hold Triple H accountable. Let's see. Let's see if the Raw at the Mania is off the chain. Y'all already know what to do. Hit the comment section up. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button. And I'll talk to y'all cats later. This your main man, Casey Fair, King Self for Life Wrestling It Takes. I'm out the door. Holla at me.